We had an argument about starters, and he got mad and smashed my GameCube. Hello, friends, and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact, and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up if you want. I can't live your life for you. Today, we're jumping back into r/TalesofNeckbeards, is it? It might be r/Neckbeard stories. It actually comes from my personal subreddit, r/ReddX reads. It is the continuation of the World War Weeb saga, aka Camelotbeard. Sincerely, Sinclair making her return to the stage, and she actually has 2 posts up. So I'm gonna shove this one in. We'll get the second post out when we can get it out, although I might want to savor it for just a bit longer if we're gonna have like another few months long break of Camelotbeard. I had a lot of people in the comments asking me where it is, and here is where it is. I'm doing it now. I'm pretty good at staying caught up on series, most of the time anyways. So let's see what we've got today. We'll go ahead, we'll get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some of this Tales of Neckbeards cringe. World War Weeb. Crushed. Oh my god, you got crushed by a neckbeard? Say it ain't so! How could this be true? Basically, all he has to do is enter the same room, and I am crushed up against the wall. I don't even know how we got in the room. It's like a jello mold fitting through the door or something. Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Oh, hello, user Sincerely Sinclair. How I missed that intro, honestly. It's a good one. Really only second to my ladies and gentle thems. We return once more into the depths of World War Weeb and go further into the backstory of a true fake-ass Englishman. Yeah, he's been doing the thing forever. Why don't you just move to England, Camelotbeard? I think you'd be a lot happier there. God knows the rest of us would. Let's get into our cast before anything. OP, 14-year-old female, a weeb, a crybaby, and the new kid at school. What? Yes, I too sometimes. I think there was supposed to be something else there, but it got lost in the sauce, so alright, we'll just move on from that. Our neckbeard, aka Camelotbeard. Think of your usual neckbeard with a fetish for Japan, but this kid was obsessed with England. He fully believed himself to be King Arthur, my fellow readers, and that the history class was his domain. All this time, all these few months that we've been apart, he's still considered it his domain. Why has somebody not dethroned him? We need a coup of some sort, do we not? Make it happen. Sir Lancelot is the coolest kid at the UK table, a skateboarder, a chill dude, and my school crush. Made my little heart go doki doki. It was my plan to become friends with him and hopefully turn that into a relationship. I mean, that's better than what we see out of most people. They're like, let's start out with the relationship right now, and if you say no, I'm gonna harass you to the ends of the earth. So, good, OP. Thank you for being normal. Franz is the leader of the Austria table. President of the Student Government Association. The smart kid. Like plants, it was an all-around good guy. Yeah, you smoke trees, Franz? Oh, you mean like literally like a ficus. Okay, maybe we don't relate as much as I thought. We didn't talk or hang out very much, but Franz was the kid who could go between the tables, and everybody was cool with him. Well, I'm cool with that. You need a go-between. I bet he's going out there picking up on all the gossip. Maybe he's smarter than he seems even at first. Not just school smart, but street smart too, you know? And then he's like using the gossip against everybody. No, that's probably not how it goes. He seems like a nice guy in the previous stories, if you don't remember. Oh yeah, playlist is in the description. We do have a playlist for this one. Joan is Camelotbeard's cousin, and chill as all get out. slayer of neckbeards, defender of truth, justice, and she works at the school store. Hell yeah, free erasers or something. Can we buy like chips? Is that what the school store is? Chips and candy bars? Or is it like literally school supplies? I'm not too sure. One has me quite interested. The other I would avoid at all costs. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll see how it ties into the story. Anyways, back to the story. Lunch was a welcomed reprieve from the disastrous plan of attack that was my attempt to woo Lance of the UK table. I had planned for everything except him being absent. Oh snap, how could this happen? People taking days off from school? What is this madness? You're truant, you're gonna go to jail. That's what they told me when I started skipping school all the time. This is why you always gotta confirm your target's presence before attacking. Intel is vital. Well, you did your best. Just wait for the next day that he's at school. OP is gonna be fine, probably. And as a love-struck fool, I hadn't gotten good intel, and I had paid dearly for it. For the rest of the class period, I had to listen to the venomous jabs between Joan and Camelotbeard. Their family warfare was vicious. No, let them fight. Surely they'll tear each other apart. Surely Camelotbeard doesn't have what it takes to do away with Joan of Arc, right? He seems a bit dim-witted, all things considered. But, I don't know. Maybe he's snarkier than we give him credit for. While I was thankful for Joan and for Franz calling in reinforcements, I feared that the cousins would come to blows. And worse yet, I feared that I would get caught up in any punishment that Mrs. G would dream up. Mrs. G was the definition of a reasonable authority figure. She had her limits, and she did not tolerate physical fighting. Okay, but she encouraged verbal fighting between the tables, mental warfare, split a classroom up into gang colors, and she's like, you guys, don't fight. You can argue till the cows come home, but don't fight. Maybe this is just how she passes time in her class. She's like, if they're arguing with each other, then I don't actually have to teach the lesson. And if that's the case, big brain play, Mrs. G. Proud of you. Yes, you could cut your opponent down with words and torture them mentally until they were a shell of their former selves. But throwing a punch, oh, that's too far. I mean, what's worse, really? I'd rather get punched in the face than, like, berated mentally. Physical scars? Yeah, they heal. Mental scars? Some of that shit you're gonna carry around with you forever. There's still cringy things that I did or statements that were said to me when I was 16 that I still carry around decades later. At least a decade and a half later. I'm not that old. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I'm thinking of it right now, and it cuts me deep. I made it a priority to quietly shift my seat as far away from Camelotbeard and Joan as possible. At the end of class, I was practically back in Japan again. When the bell rang, I joined my compatriots at our table, where I was hailed as the survivor of the Operation Woo Skater Boy. SK8er. Yeah, that's the coolest way to spell it ever. That's what Avril Lavigne did. Except, you know, this dude was a skater boy. And he said, see you later, boy.
He was a skater boy. She said, see you later, boy.
God, I hate myself for that. Oh, no. You did your best. Elf Sid patted me on the back. Look on the bright side, Cleo supplied. This will give us a chance to redo your eye makeup. It will be better tomorrow, Guinevere comforted. Now you have Joan on your side. I did have Joan, and she was cool, but I also had another ally, Franz. I was raised with tenet that if someone does a solid for you, then you return the favor, as it should be. Franz had done me a solid. Joan never would have intervened if Franz hadn't organized the attack. Oh, big brain time. See, he is smarter than he looks. He's orchestrating coordinated attacks against other nations. My goodness. There was no need for Franz to risk an encounter with Camelotbeard for me, but he had, and that meant that I owed him one. I scanned the lunchroom for my newfound ally and found him in the corner, reading a book. I maneuvered through the rough waves of the cafeteria and walked up to Franz. Now we're in Austria. I always love how Sinclair tells the story like it's much bigger than it is. The comparison of classroom tables to nations is just, chef's kiss. Beautiful. Hey, I nodded. Hi, he grinned. So, thanks for the note in class. I'll buy you some ice cream, I offered. Thank you, but I can't have milk. It makes me sick. Boy, he is the nerdiest nerd with the lactose intolerance and everything. I guess I won't offer you any cheese then. Oh, shit. The cafeteria at the time didn't carry a lot of milk-free items. Could I buy you anything from the school store? Franz hummed thoughtfully. I did see that I had sunflower seeds again. Let's go. He's a simple man. He just wants a bag of sunflower seeds. I like Franz, honestly. I'll knock him for being nerdy, but hey, I'm pretty nerdy myself, so this is what it is. I offered Franz my hand to help him up, which he took, and we walked off to the school store that was near the library. I felt a little bit awkward walking with Franz in silence. I wanted to tell him more than thanks for giving me aid in the classroom. I opened my mouth to speak, shut my mouth, tried to think of what to say. Eventually, Franz did beat me to it. I'm sorry about Camelotbeard, he apologized. You're sorry? For what? You were really cool back there. Yes, but I know what it's like to try and move tables for someone you like. Uh-oh. Is Franz gonna unveil his love for OP? Oh, you do? I did the same thing for Joan, he explained. She's cool. Yeah, maybe that's why you guys didn't get on too well. She was cool, he's a nerd, he's a skater boy, said see you later. I'm gonna stop. She turned you down, huh? He let out a little lovelorn sigh. Yeah. I spent 3 weeks learning about her favorite fashion designers so we could have something to talk about. She's not interested in dating. I thought El Cid would be able to get a date with her after I failed, but... Franz shook his head. She's as steady as Gibraltar. When she says no, she means no. Well, at least you know that you weren't, like, shot down for no reason. She means no. She's not dating anybody right now. And that's a lot more respectable than being like, I don't want to go on a date with you, but I will go on a date with him. You know, either way, it is her choice, but I do like the fact that she's not taking any suitors at all. What about Lance? I asked. Does he like anyone? He likes Bones. Who the hell was Bones? You remember that show with David Boreanaz? I never watched it. It was too scary. It was called Bones, for God's sake. How was I ever gonna woo Lance if there was another opponent on the field that I had no idea even existed? Franz caught my confusion. Bones is the wheel brand that he likes. Oh, it's skateboard above hose over here, right? I guess that's how it should be, especially as a 14, 15-year-old. You don't really know what, like, love is. You just date and you hold hands and you think that's normal. I mean, not these kids nowadays, but when I was a kid, it was a more innocent time back then. Back before you could get Pornhub on your whatever iPad when your parents are asleep. Okay, cool. I nodded, taking in the information. I know you like Lance, but I do not think it would be best to stay at the UK table. The table isn't stable. Well, you could put like a magazine or something under one of the legs, right? You could stable it right up. No, but seriously, it is a powder keg. Camelotbeard is gonna explode it as he does. I couldn't tell if Franz meant that Camelotbeard as a leader was overall unstable, or the fact that one of the legs of the table was slightly shorter than the others and made the table wobble as a result. This called for more information. I guess I'm also confused on which one he means. I guess it doesn't really matter, because I don't want to deal with a neckbeard, and I don't want to deal with a wobbly table while I'm trying to write on it. That ain't no good. So OP asks, what do you mean? Camelotbeard is mean. Franz stated. Truer words had never been spoken. He didn't used to be mean, but he's gotten worse, Franz continued. Yeah? How much? When we were friends. You were friends with him? I gasped. Once upon a time, when things were very different, we were friends in passing. Not best friends forever. You couldn't do that with a neckbeard without becoming a beard yourself. Actually, Franz might be kind of beardy. He's like, you know, kind of social outcast, likes to read books and such. Sure, he can go between tables and whatnot, but he prefers to read books. That just has some nerdy vibes to it, right? Nerd and neckbeard, not necessarily the same thing, but it's close. The Venn diagram is overlapping a little bit. I couldn't see it. There was no possible way that friendly Franz could have been friends with someone similar to the likes of Camelotbeard. It just wasn't possible. But he's telling you that it is. Add that information to the collective. Our houses are next to each other and our moms are friends. When we were little, we played Pokemon together. He smiled but then frowned. I miss trading Pokemon with him. Oh, come on. You could probably still trade Pokemon with him if he still plays. But he's the sort of trainer that's gonna try and rip you off in the deal. He's gonna be like, look at this, shiny Magikarp, 500 Poke. I'm like, shit, I'll pay 500 for a shiny. That's fine. And then he trades you a regular Magikarp, and I cry. What happened? We had an argument about starters, and he got mad and smashed my GameCube. Franz sighed in irritation. He threw it right out of the window. Bruh, what? How could you let that happen? Yeah, we ain't gonna be friends anymore. GameCube's like one of my favorite consoles ever. I mean, the Switch has kind of overtaken it now, but GameCube was sick as hell. What was the argument about starters? Because we all know that Squirtle's the best, right? Comments section.
Squirtle.
Yikes. Did he ever? No. Franz shook his head. He never apologized. When I asked him to, he said that kings do not apologize. And then he flipped me off. It seems to me like Camelotbeard has just been a dick this whole time. Franz and him were only friends because they live next door to each other. It's a case of like just proximity, convenience, which I guess is how a lot of friendships are formed. But I'm glad that Franz finally shook this dude off. I'm sad it took a GameCube getting thrown out the window, though. How are you gonna play Custom Robo now? Oh, now they have emulators. I guess it's fine. What's up with the whole king thing? Anyways, like, I get King Arthur and stuff, but isn't this taking things a little far? Huh, maybe. Camelotbeard has always liked the whole King Arthur myth, and Joan has a low tolerance for him, so when he started acting like he was king of the school, Joan took up arms as the UK's greatest foe to annoy him. Then caused El Cid to have a crush on her. He decided to found the Spain table, and everyone at the Japan table has just been off doing their own thing, and when Cleo saw that everyone else was picking nations, she declared herself the Queen of Egypt. It just sort of escalated. So this was not done by the teacher? You guys are just really that into history? I'm so confused. Franz, I have a whole lot of questions about the mythos behind the story of this classroom. What the hell? That's my first question.
What the hell?
My first question is what the actual hell is going on here? I thought it was the teacher that had set it up, but it seems like they sort of adopted it themselves. It's really weird. It's really, really weird. Never take a peek behind the looking glass, all right? And what about you? Why Austria? My dad is from Austria, he smiled. We go and visit his side of the family every summer. Oh, that's why you have a terrible Austrian accent. Courtesy of ReddX. We finally made it to the school store, staffed by Joan, and Joan alone. Heh, that rhymes. She gave a small wave when she saw us and said, finally, I didn't think I would see anyone until the bell rang. You run the store? I'm doing it to show that, yes, I'm an ambitious young lady who would make a fine addition to Stanford. Joan rolled her eyes. My dad thinks this will help somehow. What do you guys want? I've got overpriced shit and tacky school pride stuff. I like Joan, man. She's a real one. I'll take some of your overpriced shit. Your finest bag of Doritos for $3. It's like the little 99-cent bag. And they're selling it for $3. This is price gouging. It has to be illegal. Do you have any sunflower seeds? Friends asked hopefully. Fresh out, but I saved you the last bag. Oh, with the fake out. Come on, Joan. You probably should have said, I saved you the last bag. But she wanted to juke him. Hey, I'm fresh out. Don't have any more. Except this one I saved for you. Hey, thanks. Cool thing to do, but dick way to announce it. Yes! Friends got his snack and I paid for it. Joan, do you want anything? My treat. No, I'll take what I want later. Yes, benefits of running the school store. Thanks, though. What's the occasion? Not getting bored to death by Camelotbeard? I nodded and Joan shook her head. I would be celebrating every day that I survived Camelotbeard. You guys are lucky that you don't have to spend every other weekend with him. I can only imagine during school hours together, on the weekend together. It's no wonder they want to beat the crap out of each other. Aren't they just cousins? They're not siblings, right? Why do we have to spend every other weekend together? And that's OP's question as well. Why on earth would you... Joan groans. His mom and dad think I'd be a good influence on him. I don't want to be responsible for him. It's not my fault he's shallow as a puddle. I can't help him, and I don't want to. Joan helped herself to a pack of M&Ms and gave me a few. His mom actually harasses the principal to make sure that Camelotbeard and I have the same classes together, because she doesn't want her precious little prince to be alone in school. She's clueless. He doesn't have any friends. No offense, Franz. It's okay. We haven't been friends since Resident Evil Outbreak came out. Ah, yes, Resident Evil. Destroyer of friendships. Mostly because it's like a single player game, right? I don't know. Resident Evil 5 had multiplayer. That's the only one that I can remember playing, though. Honestly, I think a lot of the reason that Camelotbeard is the way that he is can be blamed on his mom. At least the majority of it, you know? He's been coddled and, you know, he does think that he's a precious little prince just because she has fed him that line over and over again. And now he's incapable of making friends because he thinks he's better than all of his friends, as showcased by, you know, breaking their stuff. Okay, but he's got Galahad, right? Asks OP. But he doesn't have a personality, Joan pointed out. He just agrees with whatever Camelotbeard says. A real friend will call you out on your stupidity. Galahad enables it. Gwyn's out of the friend group too. I saw how he was looking at her when she giggled at El Cid's jokes. He's gonna call her a harlot or something stupid. She's gonna cry. El Cid's gonna be El pissed off and tell Camelotbeard to fuck off, and Camelotbeard will lament the fact that yet another fair maiden has been blinded to the superiority of the UK table. There really is just so much going on here, is there not? Jesus, man. That leaves Lance, I stated. The UK table was quickly getting whittled down. They're barely friends, Joan bemoaned. There was this one time where me, friends, Camelotbeard, and Lance went to the skate park. I thought it was going to be fun, and Camelotbeard's mom even brought him a bike like Franz so he could get exercise. You bike? I asked Franz. I can do the best wheelies, he said proudly. They really are just little kids at heart. Despite all of this nation warring and history that we have to go back through, they're just a bunch of little kids. They just want to roll around the park and do wheelies. Can't we give them at least that? Camelotbeard had the idea that if he could learn to ride a bike and do tricks and stuff, then he could easily learn how to ride a horse, because that totally makes sense. No, that's not how that works at all. A horse is a sentient creature. It is hard as shit to ride a horse. I've done it a few times. My mom has horses. I don't really enjoy it because, yeah, they are animals. They're gonna do what they want to do. Stop and eat, turn around and try and, like, run back home.
Look at Randy Orton slithering. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Bikes are easier, by far. Anyway, we get to the skate park, and guess what Camelotbeard tells us? That he can't ride a bike. Oh, that's sad. Is it just his mom? Camelotbeard doesn't have a dad to teach him this kind of stuff, does he? You can kind of tell. Fatherless home? Ah, that's sad. I mean, I grew up in a fatherless home, so I know it's sad. But just more confirmation about the sadness of it. He just thought that he could jump on and voila, he'd be doing tricks in no time. So we end up spending like a month trying to teach my dumbass cousin how to ride a bike. That is so pathetic, dude. I'm glad that, you know, the people came together and tried to teach him. Something tells me that he's too thick-headed to learn, though. He got mad that Lance made it look so easy when it wasn't for him, so he grabbed Lance's skateboard and threw it into the pond. God damn it. He's so petulant. He's got an issue with throwing things, doesn't he? Somebody needs to slap this kid in the mouth. I swear, I thought Lance was gonna beat the crap out of him with his own bike, Joan said wistfully. If only he had. Oh well. A girl can dream, I guess. I don't think it would have been the end to the shenanigans, though. Man, you really don't like Camelotbeard. If you were related to him, you wouldn't like him either. At least I can get back at him, Miss France, she grinned. Nothing pisses him off more than declaring French superiority. There's a pro tip, by the way. If he ever starts to annoy you, say anything French-related and watch him foam at the mouth. It should give you enough time to make an exit to another table. I recommend Austria. She high-fived Franz. Or Spain. Camelotbeard is scared shitless of El Cid. As well he should be. Camelotbeard knows that he's outmatched, both like with intellect as far as Franz goes, and in strength as far as El Cid goes. So yes, he has his own pathetic little table, and nobody even wants to be there. Even the people that are already there are just looking for a way to escape, biding their time. Oh, Camelotbeard, you did this to yourself. I can't really feel all that bad for you. Thanks, but I am gonna stick at the UK table for at least another day or so. Oh, God, why? Joan asked incredulously. Lance, I admitted, he's really cool. Wait, you like Lance? Joan asked, her arms folded against her chest. Yeah? Joan's cool exterior broke. She looked at me with nothing but pity. You know he's got a girlfriend, right? Oh, snap. You didn't do your research at all, OP. That's probably one of the first pieces of information that you should have gone for. Oh, crap. Jesus Christ. The word girlfriend reverberated in my skull. I heard it, I understood it, but my heart didn't want to believe it. What? I whimpered. Joan pulled out her phone, flipped through her photos, and showed me proof. Lance and his girlfriend were cheek to cheek and grinning from ear to ear. She had braces with hot pink and black bands, and a face that had more freckles than there were stars in the sky. Her eyes were a pretty, vibrant green that complemented her bushy brown hair nicely. Yeah, see? They've been dating like that forever. God damn it, dude. OP, what are you doing out here? I mean, okay, you're 14. Maybe social media wasn't a big thing back then. But yeah, doing the research also might mean asking around. Hey, let's ask Franz or Joan. Why didn't Franz know about this? I think that everybody seems to know about this. So nobody told OP? She just assumed that it was okay? Good Lord. Good Lord. Forever, in this case, meant since the start of summer last year, which I guess when you're a kid is forever. How had the two met? At a skate park, naturally. She was grinding when he tried to grab some air. It was love at first crash. Oh my goodness, surely it's gonna last forever. I mean, it might, but the odds aren't in favor of that. You could bide your time, OP. Don't go all full Neckbeard and try and break him up. Promise me that much. They'd been tight ever since. Seeing Lance happy was nice, and I was happy for him, but my little heart would go doki doki no more. I had a crush, and now I was crushed. God damn, dude. Poor little OP. How could this happen, honestly? I just don't get it, man. Everything seemed to be going so well. All the pieces were in place, but she didn't see the king or the queen sweeping up the side of the board. I do feel super bad for OP. She joined this school, right? She's looking for any sort of semblance of normalcy that she can grasp onto, and it just isn't there anywhere. She's tried basically every single table. She wants, maybe a boyfriend would help set things right, but she can't even get that much, man. You're gonna be stuck dating Camelotbeard? Don't do it. Never sink to those depths, okay? A terrible decision that would be. That's the problem with crushes. 9 times out of 10, it leaves you crushed. You ever have a crush on a super pop star or whatever? Yeah, at least she's not gonna be there to crush you. You just never meet her. You're left alone with your fantasies. Now maybe I get why waifu pillows are such a big thing. I'm never gonna go down that road, but I guess I understand it a little bit more. Anyways, friends, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope that you will like, comment, and or subscribe on the video. Maybe share it around if you did enjoy. I am way glad to be back into World War Weeb. Check out them links in the description. Plugs, playlist, podcasts. Yes, I got podcasts. iTunes, Spotify, whatever you want. Come and check me out. We've also got all kinds of social medias down there. Twitter, Discord, Facebook, Twitch. Yes, this was live streamed on Twitch. Indeed. So you can come on through any of those avenues and say hello. We've also got my Patreon and my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons, whom I would like to thank very much, as I do every episode. So thank you. Classy Trash Panda, Robert Alowitz, Camille Sarah, Chancellor Blue Kraken, welcome to the fold, my friend. Malama Man. I like it. Roxanne Wolf Sip Jerry, Conrad Ingy, oh, you're Jerry. Hey, ReddX, sir, I still haven't heard from Landlord Jerry. If you see him, let me know I made a meal of his goons. Oh, delicious goons. Captain Cloud Jerry, Destiny Piper, Aaron Jerry, Twisted Child, Broken Logic, Esteban, Parad, Langside, Irari feels unwanted, but keeps fighting anyways. You keep doing the thing. Silent Revolver, PCP, Jerry, the original Jerry. I'm pretty sure that's Jerry. Tick Jerry, Jerry Kitsune, Satori, 211 Jerry, the two Jerrys, a Jerry ready for springtime, me too. A Jerry of Jubilee Jiggly Jerrys, a Jesse Jargonian Jerry, I mostly got it. Aspen XO, Assassin Pug Jerry, Bang Bang, Aurora Wildheart, the Moon Baron, Grizzly, Baby Jerry, Bailey Joy, Bearded Jerry, Bitch Gremlin, Blade the Hero, Blip Blue Jerry, Catholic Jerry, Commander J Tank, Confederate Jew, going to the Ukraine. Good luck. Dennis Dayton, Disposable Waifu, Dr. Lex, Emergent Jewel, Esports 50, Pro Silver Studios, Fire Drink, Gypsy, Adrian BR, I'm Slim Jerry, yes, I'm the real Jerry, I the Slim Jerry's are just imitating, Irish Pirates, Irradiated Jam, Itchy Nuts, just scratch it, bro, a pimp named J Crisp, JM Coon, Jerry Blacktail, Jerry Nice, Jerry Evil, Jerry Now, Mother Trucker, John Hero, John Jerry, Jingleheimer Schmidt, KJW, Kajow, Cruhy, Landlord Jerry, Legitimate Earth, Miss Monday, Lord Jerry, like and subscribe, but Lady Dix, still a Jerry, just a boring one. Model Jerry has a job for Irari, please help their taxes been audited 10 years in a row, they can't keep doing this, they can't keep getting away with this. Match with a guy on Tinder, his name was Jerry and he showed me a sword, I think I'm in love. Valgar the Destroyer, Metal Effecta, I'm here because my cringe senses are tingling. Yeah, every day around 1 p.m. Pacific. Needless King 89, Nightmare Jerry, Organic Steve, Paragon Soul, Phantom of the Pines, Jerrykins and Jerrybev, Queens, Quaaludes and Quagmires, Giggity, Ramtide Lackermix, Rose Jerry Miller, DSM Kirby, Sarita the Lolita, Sassy Octopus, Scarlet's Coven, Sergeant Gay Cop, Bringer of the Law, Silo Imp, Stephanie Goodner, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tomato, Tapioca Baloo, Tato Fair, Tenton Monster, the Italian Greyhound, Dino, the Littlest Who, the One True Fuzzy, Flyway Patrol, trying to find another model to get back to the real world. You probably don't want to blow into that balloon now. This balloon smells funny. Unbusy Bee, V3 Prime, Vanguard Angel, Viking Jerry, Wick Attack, Will Mag, Zephyr the Gargoyle, or Clay, Comrade Mooney, Kira, not another Jerry, but he is though. Redwood, not the Viper, Saint Blessing, Third Step, Venom Jerry, One Leg Jerry's beating neckbeards with their fake leg. I mean, if it works, a normal Jerry, to cringe or not to cringe. What do you mean that was not the question? No, it's definitely to cringe every time. Hunter Jerry's the Barrel of all things Stacy, it's Tom, because Tom and Jerry never get along. Admiral T-Tank, Emerald Alder, another stupid hipster, Atomic Jerry Zilla, Breaker of the Tom Army, Babs Goon, Bartender Kelia, Broken Spine Horseradish, the original different Jerry, that's Cake Jerry, California Jerry Girl, Shepherd 7 Block, Corporal Admiral Princess Furry Warrior Wood Jerry, Crypt Titties, D Crazy, aka STI Jerry, Devon Jerry, creator of Colorful Click Clacks, Dopamine Dangerous, Dwarfy Dude, Electrical Fennec, Ghost of Alpha, Heeknot, Holy Berry Jerry, Janitor Jerry, Technically didn't work out too good, heading to Russia for that Putin bounty. Jeffrey, Geralta of Arabia, Jerry and Tom versus Happy New Year's, Way of the Apocalypse, Jerry the Sussy Baka, Jerry's mom, it's got it going on. Check out the mustache on Jerry Aldo Rivera, Jerry Roxers, Jerry Roleplay Game, Judge Jerry and Executioner, Keaton Tails, Kid Marvelous, Defender of the Innocent, Enemy to the Bearded. That's the way we should all aim to be. King Tom, Kitzikin, Life of Guardian, Little Ann Woods, Lucia Lovecraft, Mama Machia, CD. Maybe next time, Milk Fed Gift, Miss Duchess, Not Invisible Angel, Patreon has more than one royal Jerry. You sure about that? Raptor Art, Cheese, my Jerry Pie, Snary, the Snom Jerry, Spoonie the Rogue, Spoopy, Scary, Jerry Ton, Techno Dubs, the original Jerry, not to Infinite Jerry and beyond. Definitely. Tuna Fish Jerry Otacod, Unkale, Underwater Movies, formerly the X-Car. Unfortunate Jerry is screaming at Nookie's latest magical girl transformation. Make it stop! Whoa, who's this soul-patched imposter? We all know the real ReddX has gray skin and no eyes. I've never been called a soul-patched imposter in my life. But yeah, you're accurate. Under the soul patch, there is a cartoon man, but you can't see him. Tom Prowse, Jay Sways, Bad Jay, Tom Beagle, Boy, Sweat. Just fast, go ahead and look it up. I mean, another ReddX video. And thank you to my $1 patrons, of course, as well. Thank you, as always, to them gorgeous Jerrys and not Jerrys alike. If you would like to join us, I hope that you will. But if you can't afford to do it, then don't sweat it too hard, friends. You came on through, you hung out with me. I hope that you'll come back and do the same thing again tomorrow. That's what's really most importantly. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands, and also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoyed today. Maybe like watching some more ReddX videos. That's a good idea. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one, and until then, friends, bye-bye.